Hey everybody, my name is Lisa and I am the Crafty Goddess. If you are new to my channel, first of all, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. I like to make stuff. I like to buy stuff to make stuff, hence this video today. I like to knit. I do mostly knitting. I do a little bit of crochet. I like to make jewelry, and I also mess around in the kitchen once in a while. So if this piques your curiosity, please feel free to click subscribe and yeah, give me a follow. If you are a returning visitor, however, welcome back. Good to see you again. Feel free to grab a beverage of choice and some snacks or whatever you see fit, because today's video I am doing another Yarnspirations unboxing. This is my second one. I took advantage of the sale that the Yarnspirations website had for the month of March, and as evidenced by my first Yarnspirations unboxing, you folks really liked what I did. First, before I go any further, thank you so much for the incredible amount of feedback that I got from that. It was a lot of fun to see the numbers roll in and see a lot of the comments that folks left. I unfortunately can't remember the one name that I saw pop up, because I did ask in the video if anybody had shopped from Yarnspirations, what your experiences were like, because I know that there are a lot of folks, like a lot of YouTubers, that had ordered from Yarnspirations and didn't exactly have the best experience. Either yarn was missing or it was substituted or something, whatever. And there was one user, I unfortunately can't remember their name, but they said that their experience was so soured by the Yarnspirations. Sorry, don't mind me, my hair is a mess. Unfortunately, their experience with ordering from Yarnspirations was so bad that they'll probably never order from them again. And I'm so sorry to hear that that happened. I don't know why I'm apologizing. It's not like I own Yarnspirations or have any shares in it. I think it's just my polite Canadian thing. Like, we apologize for everything, even if it's not our fault. But no, it really sucks when you invest time and money into, trying to do some sort of pleasant shopping experience for crafting supplies, things that, hit our dopamine rush, and the experience is less than stellar. And I hate hearing about, well, I shouldn't say I hate hearing about that. It's, it's sad to hear about that. So I hope, whoever left that comment, they found some place to get their yarn and craft supplies to, scratch that creative itch. I must have gotten pretty lucky, because my first order from Yarnspirations, I got everything I asked for. I don't even think I got that much. I think it was like 8 to 10 balls of yarn, and that was it. But I did get my second order in, and once again, it was a week after. It was kind of funny, because when I first put my order in, like my very first order, I heard back within, I think, a day or something, where I got like an email invoice listing what I had ordered, projected shipping date, whatever. And the second one, I didn't get anything right away. I kind of kept refreshing the website and said something like, I don't want to say unsatisfied order, but I guess the order hadn't been filled out. I'm assuming because it was towards the end of March and a lot of people were doing their last minute orders, which I totally did. So I'm not exactly surprised. I did get an email, I think 2 or 3 days ago. Today is Saturday, April I want to say 4th. It is the Saturday of the Easter weekend. I got the email, I think Wednesday or Thursday. No, I got the email Wednesday. There was a delivery slip on my door on Thursday. Once again, we tried to drop off a package. Now, I wasn't here, I was working, but according to my superintendent, the buzzer never rang, nothing. So probably just another one of those. I'll just put the sticky on the door and hope for the best. But I picked up a package today, and it's in a slightly smaller box, but I think I ordered a bit more yarn. Whereas last time, you folks, anybody who saw the last Yarnspirations order I got, the the box was quite large for the amount of yarn that was in it. Yes, I'm peeling tape as I speak, but I'm about to open this up. See what we got. You know what? I'm just going to do this the same as I did last time. So, let me see. And I also looked up prices too ahead of time, so that I'm not stammering and I can't remember. Anyway, yep, they packed us a lot more solid. Okay, right away. I don't think that's the yarn that I ordered, but let me just check here. Just a little peek. Unless I got something. Yeah, she's packed. I don't remember ordering that one yarn, though, unless it was sent to me as a freebie. Oh, no, I did. I did. Okay, I'm an idiot. Don't mind me. Did I? Okay. I guess I did. All right. Yep, they packed this sucker, and it looks like everything I ordered came in. All right. So, what did I just hit? Whatever. Try and rest this on something. Like I said, this side of the camera is just a little, like, what you don't see is a wee bit messy. So once again, I had to, now, as we got closer to the end of the month, and a lot of colorways were out of stock and whatnot, but I noticed that the Bernat Lattice, which I ordered last time, was fully in stock and everything was fine. I had to get 2 more skeins. I know I've got a lot still to go through when I finish that one hexagon cardigan, and I talked with my husband about what he wanted me to make out of the orange lattice yarn that I got last time, but I had to get 2 of these. I've been thinking about doing one of those really cool, like, crop mesh tops, like the crochet mesh tops or whatever, with the sleeves. This is in the colorway Radiant Red, and once again, I'm in awe of this yarn. It feels so soft. It is so gorgeous. I like I said, I'm using it for a hexagon cardigan. I think I only got 2 skeins of this because I figured I'd just start out slow. Like I said, maybe make like a set of that crop, like, crochet mesh sleeves. They were all the rage, like, I think last year, 2 years ago. I'm still seeing people wear them, and it's like a nice extra layer with it, like a whole extra layer. I think they're really cute, and they're size inclusive too. I read the stats on the Bernat Lattice last time, but we'll go over it one more time just for, you know, the heck of it. One for you, one for me. Let's see if I can hold it up this time. Delicate balancing act here. So, Bernat Lattice. Ta-da! Each skein weighs 7.8 ounces or 220 grams, measures 389 yards or 356 meters. It is 54% polyester, 28% acrylic, 88% nylon. The fiber is a very nice, smooth fiber. I love this so much. The recommended knitting needle and crochet hook is a size 5mm or US 8, and it is considered a worsted weight of 4. It says care instructions on the back, but it's just like, it is machine washable and dryable. So yeah, I'm in love with this yarn so much. I think it was Kayla at Alt Knots used some for a throw blanket. So if there's not enough, I'm looking at a couple of the crochet mesh sleeve patterns, and with the amount in each skein, I might have enough to do one top, but if not, maybe I'll just turn it into a throw. I'll crunch some numbers later, but you go over there. Okay. Another yarn that caught my attention, and I was watching a lot of videos. I have been watching a lot of videos from Passionate Kelsey, and she's been using a lot of the Caron Simply Me yarns for like hat projects, and I think different garments and whatnot. So I thought I'd look into the Caron Simply Me yarns, and it looks like a few of them are wool and acrylic blends, which there's nothing wrong with it, but I try to steer away from animal fibers because, number one, not everybody can wear them, allergies, and number two, nothing against wool, nothing against blends. I don't know, they feel kind of weird on my hands. I'm not super sensitive or anything. Like, I can wear like smaller wool garments, like maybe I can wear a hat for like a half an hour or something before it feels like it's itching. I'm not allergic. I think I just have a certain sensitivity to it. So, but I will admit I am a sucker for a nice, good superwash merino. I'll play with that all day, every day. But the one Caron Simply Me that caught my attention was the Caron Simply Me Luster. I've used yarns like this before, And it's definitely got, if you can see, it's definitely got a bit of a halo to it. Come on, focus. Focus. Sorry, this is a new phone. I just, nope, it's, sorry. I got this new phone and I love it, but I think I might have to switch up some settings. Anyway, the Caron Simply Me Luster, it's got a halo to it, but it's also got a nice sheen to it. I think it's really pretty, and it's soft. Like it's definitely smooshy. It passes the squish test. So the Caron Simply Me Luster, this was, oh, by the way, and I did this in the last video. I'm sorry. The Bernat Lattice yarn, the sale price on that was $10.79 because Yarnspirations had their 40% off site-wide sale. So that was, I think the regular price was $14.99, and the sale price for the Bernat oh my God, Lattice yarn was $10.79. This was $8.09 per skein. I don't remember the original price. Oh my gosh, I'm doing it again. I'm so sorry. But they had some really good deals. And it was also a great opportunity to try new yarns. Like for me, the Simply Me Luster. Let's read the specs to that. And I'm going to read them upside down so you can keep looking at this beautiful shiny yarn. It is 65% nylon, 35% acrylic. Each skein weighs 6 ounces or 170 grams, measuring 360 yards or 329 meters. It is a worsted weight of 4, and it feels like kind of a skinny 4, but it's gonna work up as a 4. I have no doubt. The recommended knitting needle and crochet hook sizes are a 5mm or US 8, and I don't believe it is machine washable. Well, it says care instructions on the back. I would not personally put this through a washer or dryer. I think what I would do is I would probably hand wash it. Oh, speaking of crochet mesh top, there's a pattern for it on the label. So, but I might make a full-size one. I personally like the full-size one. Being like an aging goth-ish type person, I've always liked a full, like fishnet top, whatever, but the crochet mesh kind of has a bit more of a flow to it, which I like. A little bit more breathing room. So yeah, and one of the reasons why I got this is because I want to knit crowns for upcoming Renaissance and medieval festivals, which this will be quite nicely. I got this in the colorway Pewter. I think this is going to make some really cute crowns. So you go in there. I didn't expect it to have such a like a fuzzy halo to it, but whatever. Now my last order from Yarnspirations, I got some of the all-in-one Sweethearts yarn, and that's why this kind of took me for a surprise, because it did not quite look the way it did on the website, but I'm actually pleasantly surprised. I had to get some more of the all-in-one Sweethearts yarn, and this is in the colorway Heart of Stone. I'm a sucker for black and gray, obviously. I got 2 skeins of this. These were $8.09 a skein. Now, I'm assuming that they're a regular price, like $10.99, $11.99. I'm obviously assuming a little too much. But I still haven't gotten into the other all-in-one Sweethearts yarn yet. I haven't tried experimenting with it. I have seen a couple of tutorials on it, but it looks a little confusing. There's obviously also instructions on the label. There are written instructions and there's a chart. And I think I mentioned this in my last Yarnspirations video as well. I cannot read a crochet pattern to save my life, but I can see the chart, like the drawing. I can work with that much better than written instructions. And yet when I knit, I can read knitting patterns till the cows come home, but I can't read charts. So it's like complete opposite. Anyway, yeah, I'm weird. Anyway, let's go over the specs for the Sweethearts yarn again. I really like this color. Like it just threw me a little bit because the shades of gray, like it almost looks like a green. Like if you can see that. Sorry, let's see if I can try and focus. There we go. A little bit of focus. And it's also kind of gray and gross today. And I don't have a working light right now, so that's why everything's working with light and shadow. So I apologize. I'm working on it. Hopefully I can get that up and running soon. Where are we here? Okay. One for you, one for me. The Red Hearts All-in-One Sweethearts yarn is a medium worsted weight of 4, which it definitely is, as is with most Red Heart yarns. It's a nice solid worsted weight, which is my happy place. 100% acrylic, machine washable, and dryable. And apparently, like, the yarn does soften up in the wash, but this yarn is pretty soft already. I quite like it. It's got a nice feel to it. I'll be honest, it's got a nicer feel to it than the all-in-one granny square yarn, but that's okay. The recommended crochet hook size is a 5.5 millimeter, which is a US I or 9. Recommended knitting needle size is a 5, US 8. And each skein makes 16 squares. It measures 8.8 ounce. Each skein, measures 8.8 ounces or 250 grams. 440 yards or 402 meters. And yeah, I figured I'd kind of give this a try. Again, I could probably like make up a bunch of squares and maybe turn it into like a tote bag or work them around a pre-existing tote bag, or just make something fun and funky out of it. Either way, I want to experiment with it, and I love the colors. And once again, these were $8.09 a skein after the 40% off discount. Next. Get over there. You don't see me throwing these. You don't see me throwing these in another box. Now, my local Walmart has some shades of the Red Heart Super Saver Bitty Stripes. I remember one day, this was a while ago, I went over to my sister's place to, have one of our, like, Saturday afternoon crocheting things, whatever. I haven't been able to do the Saturday afternoon hangout as much because I work every other weekend. But the one time I went over, I noticed that my sister was working on a project using the Bitty Stripes yarn. And I asked her how she liked it, if it was working out for her. And she seemed to quite like it. I can't remember what colorway she was using. But the Yarnspirations website had a few shades of the Bitty Stripes that I really wanted to get my hands on. And unfortunately, they were sold out. One of those was, I think it was called Unicorn Mane. I did find those at my local Walmart. I am coming back around to why I mentioned it in the first place. I've seen a few shades of the Bitty Stripes yarn at Walmart. I've acquired 2 skeins of the Unicorn Mane and Mermaid, which I do want to turn into shawls, or at least something big, beautiful, and colorful. And so I thought maybe the Yarnspirations website would have a few lingering colorways left, and I did find a couple that I really wanted to play with. This is called Grapey. Just absolutely gorgeous color saturation. It's so pretty, and I do like how the colors kind of fade into, like, it almost looks like a stonewash type of effect. I fell in love with these. Purple and pink, I can't go wrong with that. I ordered 2 skeins of it, and they were $8.09 per skein as well. The Bitty Stripes. Let's read this. Okay. One for you, one for me, as soon as I can hold it still. Center, thank you. So the Bitty Stripes is a worsted weight of 4. Recommended knitting needle size is a 5 millimeter or US 8. Recommended crochet hook size is a 5.5 or a US I or 9. It is machine washable and dryable because it is 100% acrylic. Each skein measures, where the heck is it? So each skein is 10 ounces, and these definitely feel solid, or 283 grams, measuring 515 yards or 471 meters. I bought 2 skeins just to be on the safe side because I don't think 471 meters is going to be enough to make a shawl. I mean, it could make a nice little, like, shawlette, like something to just cover the shoulders, but I like the big drapey Stevie Nicks shawls, so I erred on the side of caution and got 2 of them. This definitely feels a lot softer. I know, like, the days of, like, Red Heart feeling like almost like a Brillo pad are disappearing, thank heavens. How they're making it now, it's honestly, it feels beautiful. It definitely feels, and from what I've heard, especially I think Bag O' Day Crochet mentioned, it does soften up in the wash. So I'm giving that a try. Now, not only did I order 2 skeins in the grapey colorway, where can I put you? I'll put you over here. I also got 2 skeins in the colorway Galaxy. Let me see if I can open this up for you to show you. I love that so much. Oh, the beautiful. I really wanted I think it was called Fairy Core because it was bright and pastel. Just beautiful, but this is almost like the polar opposite of it. I really do like I said, the color saturation, the way it's almost faded in and out. I've seen it done up like knit and crochet and just beautiful, beautiful. Can't wait to make some shawls out of you. You're gonna look beautiful. Get in the bag. Half the time, I swear, I'm wrestling things in and out of bags. Oh, and I saw, speaking of this yarn, are you going to fall over? Nope, good. I saw that part of the reason why I did this was because Russ from It's Raining Yarn ordered a metric ton of yarn from the Yarnspirations website for the sale. I think he had like 11 boxes or something. But you know what? I'm not going to... He's sending a bunch off to like his daughter, I believe. I watched his haul video and I just thought it was so adorable. Number one, because they were outside, it was nice weather, and you could see his cat roaming freely in the background, which is so cute. But also he mentioned during the video that he warned his son-in-law that there was going to be a ton of yarn coming his way. So I can't wait to hear about what his daughter makes with all the yarn. Just, yeah, I can't wait to get into this and play with it myself. But yeah, Russ, if you're watching, you kind of inspired me to make that second trip. Well, my second trip. There may be more in the future. We'll see. Last but not least on the docket, I also got some more of the Red Heart Flower Power yarn. I know in my last video I did kind of give it some harsh criticism because just me personally, I found it a little hard to get used to, but once you do get used to it, just like anything else you try for the first time, once you do get used to it, it does get a little bit easier. I think it was just working with the shapes within the square kind of threw me for a loop. But like I said, I'm a beginner at crochet, well, beginner to intermediate-ish with crochet, so I'm not as used to it, but it was a lot of fun to play with. I can't remember, I think the last one I got was Cherry Blossom, because I wanted to make either like a vest or a sweater out of it. And to the surprise of nobody who knows me, I had to get this colorway. I've seen it available at different places. I haven't seen it at Walmart, but I did see it at Michael's. But Michael's didn't have all of the Flower Power on sale. Yarnspirations did. I had to pick this up. This is in the colorway Dapper Daphne. And as anybody who knows me knows, I am a sucker for green and purple. This is definitely giving off very much like Joker vibes, maybe old school Hardy Boys. And I'm not talking about the Hardy Boys who hang out with Nancy Drew. I'm talking about the wrestling tag team. If you know, you know. These yarns, I think most of the Red Heart yarns, like the all-in-one Granny Square, Flower Power, etc., were $8.09 after the 40% discount. And the stats on this are very similar to the all-in-one Granny Square Sweethearts yarn, but I'll read these off anyway, just to be on the safe side. One for you, one for me, as soon as I can hold it still. Once again, it's 100% acrylic. Each skein measures, where is the measurements? 8.8 ounces or 250 grams, 417 yards or 381 meters. One skein of the Flower Power yarn will yield 12 squares. I haven't gotten that far yet, but I'm determined to get there. It is a worsted weight of 4. Recommended knitting needle size is a 5. Crochet hook is a 5.5. And yeah, machine washable, dryable, etc. I thought I'd get this while I could. What I'm going to make with this, I don't quite know. I want to make either tote bags or some sort of funky vest. I know I am trying to be mindful with my yarn shopping. I'm doing my best, but this was just more of a, I need to have this. I want to have this. Maybe I'll turn it into a throw blanket. I don't know. Get back in there. My apologies for the plastic crinkling if you don't like the noise. But that is it. So let's look at my little invoice. How many skeins of yarn did I buy this time around? Let's see. 4, 6, 8, 10. So I got 12 skeins of yarn, and it came out to just over $112. And that's with the Yarnspirations website, if you order over a certain amount, you get free shipping. So I didn't have to pay shipping separately, thank heavens. But I did have to pay HST, the harmonized sales tax, and it came out to just over $112, which I am perfectly satisfied with. That is fine and dandy with me. I'm ecstatic that, once again, I got everything I ordered. So here's hoping that if I do make a third order in the future, which will probably happen, I'll continue to have the same luck. But yeah, I'm very happy, and can't wait to dive in and start playing with this stuff. So that's it for my yarn haul for this time around. Once I start working down my collection, hopefully sooner than later, I'll keep you posted for more yarn hauls. As again, same as the last video that I did for Yarnspirations. If anybody has ordered from them recently, did you stock up on any last minute savings? What did you get? What are you working on? Did you get your order? Or were you satisfied? Yay or nay? And yeah, let me know what you got, because I want to hear all about it. So that's going to be it for now. If you like what you saw in this video, please give a thumbs up. I appreciate any and all positive feedback. If you haven't done so already, as I mentioned before, please go down here and click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell as well. It will let you know when I post more videos. Yeah, and as I mentioned before, sound off in the comments. Let me know what you're working on currently. And yeah, that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe. Keep making cool stuff, and I will hopefully talk to you again soon. All right, bye for now.